Hi friends, it's Amy. Welcome to my bookish life. It is April 6th and this is the start of my Ketchupathon update for day 7. So let's get to it. Yesterday I picked my newest card for Readathon and I got an 8, and at first I said that if I get an 8 I'm gonna have to redraw during Ketchupathon because I don't have any books in a series that are book of the month. But I do. This is technically in a series, isn't it? Or am I crazy? I really feel like this is part of a series. It's just a series of interconnected stories, but a series all the same, like a series of companion novels. And I want to read this because it's 12 by 12. And I want to read this because it's book of the month. And it has 2 people on the cover. And I think there's going to be dual point of view, or multiple points of view. So that's my pasta salad. I want... Like I said, I want to read this. I do. So I think this is a series. So I'm going to say that this is. If you tell me down in the comments that it is not a series, then I do have a cozy mystery that is for sure part of a series that I can read. So this is not the first book in the series. If it is, I think that it comes after like Part of Your World, and I haven't read that yet, but they're companion novels, so I'm okay with that. And so this would be, it would be starting a series. So it would be 1 point. If I use the cozy mystery, it would actually be 3 points because I would be continuing a series. So really, the cozy mystery would maybe work a little bit better. I don't know, but I want to read this month anyway. I want to read it during Ketchupathon, so I'm going to put this on. Let me know down in the comments if I'm completely off base. I will absolutely go by whatever is said. I'm not trying to cheat here. I did draw a backup card. It was 7, so it would be a pull pick or whatever, but I really think I can get the series to work, and I would rather do that. So, it was pull pick, friend pick, or librarian pick. So I really want to do this. There's Readathon business out of the way. Let's talk about Ketchupathon. So yesterday I finished The 4 Winds. That is food on the cover, historical fiction. So I can have brats and burgers. It's a simple cover, baked beans. What was food on the cover? A veggie platter, because I gotta have some nutrition, right? So I have brats and burgers, which is great. Brats and burgers because it's historical fiction. Food on the cover, veggie platter, baked beans, simple cover. I think that was it. I could see going with family here. I could also go with found family here if I really needed to. I don't think I do though, because this one is going to be found family as well. The last story will be, but I could definitely go with found family. I could go with family, and I guess I could really actually go with neighbors as well, because they're neighbors in the migrant camps that they are, where they are, really work together and help each other. So, really, I could get all of my, I could get everything. All my guests are coming because of 4 Winds. I could say that it is in my own country, so I could say it's in my backyard. I really wanted it in a park, though, so I think we're going to wait on that one, on the location. Yeah, so that's a lot with just this one book. I want to start yours truly Both of these are physical reads, unless I can find the audio for this one. But I do have the audio for What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. This, the audio is due in 4 days, so I want to get on that, on this one. This is a thriller, so it would count for, well, it would count for the park if I needed it to. It would also count for shish kebabs, which I want shish kebabs, brats, and burgers. So this is my shish kebabs. I think this was Katie from I Would Rather Be Reading's host favorite during the Get a Clue Readathon that Rainy Blue Reads hosted in November. And I kind of wanted to get to it then, and I didn't. But so that really put this back on the radar. I was kind of like, why did I pick that one? But now I'm like, wait a minute. This is one of Katie's favorites. I should probably read it. So this really was put back on my radar by her. So I kind of want to give this a shot, and I do have access to the audio for 4 more days. So this is going to be my new audiobook. So I will be back. So I am going to wrap up today. I got a lot of reading done. You will have seen some footage of me working on my reading journal. I'm a little behind and I didn't have my August pages set up yet. So that's what I was working on. So while I was doing that, I actually watched parts of 2 booktube videos. So one was Sarah at the Bookish Knitter. I was watching her August 6th update. She reads a lot of romance, especially Harlequin romance and cozy mysteries, and she is fabulous. She is somebody that I've been following for a while, and I really like hearing what she has to say about books, and she's put some Harlequins on my radar that sound really interesting and intriguing, so I really like that. And then the other one that I watched was Lexi from Books with Lexi. I was watching her video reading my entire TBR in 6 months. She was reading all the sequels that she has on her shelf. So she's trying to get all of the books that were on her shelves before 2024 off her shelves, which is quite the undertaking and super impressive. Whether she is able to do it or not, I am rooting for her. So I watched that one while I was working on it. So I just wanted to throw those out there. I do need to go and get my car looked at tomorrow, which the place that I get my car looked at is across the street from Barnes & Noble. And of course I have some gift cards yet. So probably going to be over there for a little bit. Not going to lie. Kind of excited about that. All right. So in terms of my reading progress today, it's going to be all over the place. Buckle up. So in The Lost Story, I am now on page 90. I read through chapter 8 and I messaged Shayna about what we have been reading. I am just engrossed in the banter between these characters. It's just really whimsical and fun, and I'm really enjoying it. Making slow progress, but that's okay. And then I started What Lies in the Woods. I said I was going to be reading this for shish kebabs, and it's going to be due in like 3 days at the library, so I figured I should start it, and I got to page 90. 89. I'm only on page 89. The chapters aren't numbered at all. So what we have is two 11-year-old girls come out of the woods and approach a motorist, and the motorist is like, "What happened to you?" And they're like, "There were three of us when we went in there." And the third girl, the third 11-year-old, it was three best friends. The third girl is found and she is saved and carried out of the woods. And then we jump, is it 25 years later? It's quite a few years later. And she's kind of dealing with the consequences of the fact that she was in the woods and she doesn't really remember anything. This one is going to have a whimsical, magical realism element to it, and this is going to be murder. I had to stop. I honestly didn't want to stop, but I had to stop because I was starting to get freaked out, and I was just, goosebumps all over my arms. I couldn't handle it. So I am really enjoying this. I'm very intrigued by it. I just need to separate what's happening here with what's happening here, because it's really not that similar, but it's similar enough that I have to remind myself which book that I'm reading. Anyway, I am hooked on this thing. I need to make sure that I bring my earbuds with me when I go for my car appointment, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to listen to this if I wait until after to go to Barnes & Noble. So really, really, really enjoying this. And then I did start this, but I didn't get very far yet. All I know right now, there's a Dr. Brianna who is trying to get promoted, and then there's another doctor who's new, and 7 patients have died on his first day, and he's like the head, or he's the person that's taking care of them, and so he's kind of probably feeling a stigma about that, but it all makes sense. All of these situations that he was put in charge of are all pretty dire situations, so it makes sense that they didn't make it. But other employees of the hospital are referring to him as Dr. Dead, and she's like, knock it off. Brianna is I don't know who the other person is. Jacob. I haven't even gotten his name yet. I've only heard him referred to as Dr. Death. I don't have a lot to say about that, but I did kind of dip my toes into this one a little bit. I don't know why. I did this. Okay. I was searching for books that have the buzzword in, and for August, and I don't know why, but for some reason, one of my friends, who is also a colleague of mine, told me that I should check out the Meet Cute series. It's a series of novellas by different authors in Amazon Originals, and they're all available on KU, and they're all available on as audiobooks too. And I don't know why, but looking for the word made me think about the fact that my friend likes these books and recommended them to me. And for whatever reason, I decided that I should just download the first one and I should just start reading it. And I did. And I got 33% through, which isn't really that far because it's a novella. But at the same time, I had other books that I was going to read, and I didn't read them while I was reading. I don't even remember what the name of the first one is. I'll put a picture right here. It's really cute. It's all told through emails on Valentine's Day. And I am was just thoroughly enjoying it, and I was a little hooked. But here's the thing, okay, so I did pick 2 cards. I picked an 8, which is a series, and I think I'm going to do this, unless everybody yells at me in the comments. I can do my cozy mystery. That'll work as well. But then my 7, I also picked a 7, just in case I couldn't think of a series. I picked a 7, and I figured I could do that because my friend just told me that I needed to read this book, and I just grabbed it and I just started reading it, even though I've literally had no reason to read this book if I don't use it for the 7, so I might use it for the 7 because it's cute and I want to keep on reading it. That's it. So all in all, I'm very excited about all of the reading that I got done today. I got a lot of reading in, and I will have some time to read tomorrow, and I'm very excited. I think Krista and I are going to do some pop-up sprints tomorrow. Possibly, maybe. Stay tuned for that. That's all I have for you for today. I hope that you're enjoying these daily updates. I'm really liking it. I'm having a lot of fun. I was a little worried about how today was going to go because I have no dog content, you know, and I kind of get sad like the first day after I have the dogs for a long weekend. I kind of get sad when I don't have them anymore because they just kind of brighten your life a little bit, you know? So sorry for the lack of dog content, but let me know down in the comments how your Ketchupathon, how your August is going. I love to hear from you down there. Commenting, liking, and subscribing really help my channel grow, and I so appreciate you for doing that. I hope you're finding something wonderful to read, and until next time, happy reading. Bye!